I'm replacing the wheel bearing on a 2002 BMW 525i. Pretty simple job. Pulled the rotor, pulled the caliper. Just pulled the caliper all together. Didn't actually, just the big carrier bolts in the back, so I could just hang it here without having to dismantle without pulling the pads out or having to pull the pad carrier separate from the caliper. Swing that out of the way, pull the rotor off, and then in the back here, there's just four bolts, and that holds the whole thing on. So what I like to do is take these bolts all loose, pull them off about I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, and then you can use the back of the head to kind of tap on it to separate the hub from the spindle, the upright here. So that's what I'm going to do now. Alright, in the back here, 2 of the bolts you can get to absolutely no problem at all. And then the other 2 towards the front are kind of blocked by this by the strut. And so what I do is I loosen the pinch bolt here that how the strut mounts, and then slide this down about an inch. You can see there's the stop right there, so that's about how far I slid it down. And then if you turn the wheel to the side, you get enough clearance where you can get to these 2 bolts. So you don't have to pull the control arms or anything like that. What I did do though is the lower link on the sway bar. I ended up pulling that because that puts some tension on the it holds the whole spindle upwards. So that's it. Now I'm gonna take those loose, put these other ones back in so I can kind of hammer on the back of the head a little bit. So that's it. Alright, now came out pretty easy. Just like I said in the earlier video, I just tapped on the back of the bolts and the thing just pretty much fell out. It wasn't difficult at all. The procedure probably, wants you to remove the wheel speed sensor. I don't really see a reason for it. When you're back there, loosening the bolts, just be careful not to break the connector off, the harness off the other side. This is probably corroded in place anyways, so to remove this, you'd probably end up pulling this and punching it through with a hammer and chisel, or a hammer and a punch anyways, so I'll just try not to disturb it. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. It's not too bad, but I'm just going to get in here with a little scraper, clean that up, and put some anti-seize on it, and just, reverse procedures, put the bolts back in, and actually have new bolts. The wheel bearing kit comes with them. They're kind of nice. They already have the Loctite on them and everything. So pretty straightforward job. Here's the wheel bearing. I like that there's no pressing required. It comes with the hub already pushed onto the bearing. There's your tone ring for the wheel speed sensor. Just everything is here. So you just bolt that on and put your brake back on and push your spindle back up, your shock back onto this, and then you can just make sure it's seated like it was all the way up against that stop, and then tighten that back up and you're good. So thanks, hope this helped.